Hello and welcome back to A Life Redesign. I'm Lynette. In our last conversation, we explored the often unconscious ways we hold ourselves back. And today, I want to dive deeper into a core pattern that underpins much of this experience. And part of that pattern is around self abandonment. Now, self abandonment is not some dramatic act. Usually, it's a gradual process of disconnecting from our true needs, desires, and intuition. What I know now about self abandonment is that it's not a flaw, it's a learned survival strategy. And understanding it is the key to reclaiming your authentic self. Now, let's talk about the roots of self abandonment. One of the patterns within self abandonment is around the early conditioning when we learn to abandon ourselves so early in life to gain approval, to gain love, or to have safety. We learn to prioritize others' needs and expectations over our own so that we can belong, so that we can feel accepted. Then there's also societal messaging. The societal norms, especially for us women, often encourages or reinforces self-sacrifices and putting others first. The good woman narrative often demands we disappear into our roles. And I talked about the good girl blueprint in an earlier video. So make sure you go check that out. There is also an internal split. This split creates this disconnect between who we truly are and who we present to the world. It's like this duality, putting on this mask so that we can be who we have been blueprinted to be. Now, how is self abandonment manifested? One way is about ignoring our intuition. We start dismissing those gut feelings, that inner wisdom, or the warning signs. Now, here come a big one, ladies. And you're going to feel this one. People pleasing, especially seeking external validation, saying yes when we really mean to say no. This was one of mine. Overgiving and burnout. You keep giving, and doing so that you're depleting your own resources for others, which will lead to exhaustion and resentment. And then another thing is the loss of identity. When you start feeling lost, not knowing what you truly want or who you are outside of your roles because you've abandoned yourself so that you can be and do for others, which leads to neglecting needs, sacrificing our physical, emotional, and spiritual well being, neglecting our needs so that we can be there for others. Well, what will this cost us when we abandon ourselves? For me, I started feeling empty inside. It's a hollow feeling, that quiet disorientation that I discussed in some of the earlier videos. And then there's resentment and frustration that will creep and build up, and you start expressing it towards others, but mostly we start expressing it towards ourselves. And then there's the risk to our physical and mental health because the toll it takes on your body and mind in the forms of stress, anxiety, and illness. That's a big one, ladies. That is a big. And then it also can be expressed in having unfulfilling relationships because either we attract or we stay in relationships where our needs are constantly and consistently unmet. And then all of this can lead to stagnation or the inability to move forward or inability to design a life that truly aligns with our values and who we truly are. So, how do we get back from self-abandonment to reparenting ourselves, to reclaim our inner architect? As I said in all the other videos where we talked about a theme such as this, awareness is that first step. Awareness is the key it's the first step in recognizing the pattern without judgment. It's not about shame, it's about compassionate awareness towards ourselves. And then we can perform small acts of self-reconnection. Start with small, deliberate actions to honor your needs and desires. Listening to your body, sitting in quiet and just listening. Just allowing yourself to feel by setting boundaries, even if you have to start small. Pursuing forgotten hobbies. How many things have we put aside because we had to take care of other people's needs? And what about developing yourself more? Then you have to rebuild the self-trust. Gradually rebuilding trust with your inner self by showing up for yourself consistently. And remember, you are the architect. You are the only one who can design a life that truly supports and reflects you. So understanding self-abandonment is a profound step towards self-reclamation. But I invite you to give yourself permission to be fully present in your own life. Now, if this conversation has illuminated something for you, please like this video. Share it with a woman who is ready to stop abandoning herself and start living authentically and putting herself first. And subscribe to the channel for more insights on designing a life that truly fits. I'm Lynette, helping you to live by design, not default. See you in the next video.